Okay, so it's Sunday, September 14th, and I went down to the Wentzville flea market again and thought I'd go ahead and show my finds. Did alright today, spent a little more than I wanted to, but I found a guy selling Craftsman ratchet wrenches, and they all work. I got a 15mm standard ratchet wrench and a swivel head that locks, and a 14mm. If he'd had more metric, I would have grabbed every single one of them I could have. But these were $4 a piece, so we're up to $12. I come across a lady who had a pile of, and it appears to be load-bearing gear, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. You can see this, it's Blackhawk brand. This camera's not focusing really well, but I asked her how much she wanted for it. She said 10. I said thanks, but no thanks. And she wound up, oh, how about 8? And I said, yeah, still really don't need it for 8. And she turned around and she said, I'll take 5. And so I couldn't really pass it up. I'm sure I can find some sort of use for it because it's got all this molly gear, or all these molly attachments, and yeah, I can find something for it to be used for. Maybe a stuff sack for the, it's got a little pouch on it, so maybe use it for the kayak or use it for some medical gear or something. I don't know. I'll find a use for it. The real find was I was specifically looking for one. I found myself a compound miter saw, and it's a 2-axis, so not only does it go side to side, but it also tilts. So I've got more than one axis to work with, so I can do different kind of bevels on it. Guy wanted $40 for it, and that seemed fair enough. Everything on it works. The blade's actually in pretty decent condition. Got no problems with that. And that one made me really happy because now I can start working on some other projects that I just can't do with my miter box. It's a really junky miter box. And this was my next one, which I also specifically was looking for a dehydrator. And I had just passed one up. It was a little bit junkier. Didn't have a fan, and this model has a fan. I used to have one exactly like this, but somewhere in between moving between a couple different houses, wound up losing my dehydrator, or it wound up getting lost for me. But this one's expandable to 12 trays, and it came with the 2. And I opened it up, and I haven't checked it out yet, but it doesn't really matter because I wound up buying this and 2 additional trays. They were marked 15, but he took 5. So, like I said in previous videos, don't hesitate to offer less if you don't, I mean, if it's just kind of a whimsical buy anyhow. It's the worst they can say, no. This 9-cup Coleman enameled percolator. Now, this had a tag on it from a place, Service Merchandise, and I don't think they've been around since like 2000 or 2002, at least not out in this area. But the tag on it says $15.97, and I wound up picking this up for $5. Next up, just got a little nozzle for my garden hose. It's just a cheap little jet spray with a shutoff on it. $2. And I got a Carry On Camping trivia game, little board game. Checked it out. It's got all the pieces, and it was $2. So when you add it all up, I've spent $71, which, like I said, was more than I wanted to spend. But I've been looking at these on Amazon, and I saved quite a bit of money by only paying $5 for this. And a percolator, well, I like cooking coffee with my other percolator. It works out pretty nice, and on top of it, I needed something to go into my camping gear. I'm planning on building a little portable camp kitchen, which is what this is going to come in handy for, because I just want it to fold up and hold all my camping cookware. And yeah, that's all I had for today. So that's my flea market finds.